Welcome to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 1 of a 4-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, tonight, John Lester's on the mound for the Red Sox as they take on the Royals. John Lester coming into tonight's outing has pitched very well lately. He's won his last 2 games and has always dominated against the Kansas City Royals, and that includes a no-hitter against this Kansas City team. The numbers are very good for Lester over the years. His 9th career start against them tonight. In his previous 8 starts, he's 5-2. His ERA against Kansas City is a minuscule 1.35. In over 53 innings of work, Lester has held the Royals to just a 168 average and has never allowed a home run. It'll be his 2nd start of the year against them back on May 9th in Kansas City. He did suffer the loss, but allowed only 1 earned run in 5 innings of work. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, tonight a very welcome sight for the Red Sox. David Ortiz back in the lineup.
Well, it certainly is good to see David back in the lineup tonight after a lot of hard work to get back into the lineup. And while he was out, he was missed. I mean, the numbers are just incredible with Ortiz in and out of the lineup. And you look into the left-hand column, that's David so far this year as a DH, a 317 average while he was away. Those who perform the DH role, 235. Look at the home runs. 20 for Big Papi as a DH, 0 for those who filled in. And the on-base percentage and slugging percentage, no comparison. So, you know, it may take David a little bit of time to get his timing back a little bit. Facing a left-hander here tonight, but the fact is, having him back in the lineup is a big boost for the Boston Red Sox.
Well, the Red Sox glad to get the Angels out of town. The Royals are here for the first of 4, and we're back with more from Fenway Park right after this. Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, the Kansas City Royals are here. Right now, they're in 3rd place in the American League Central as they come to Fenway Park for the first time this year. They are 13 games back of the Chicago White Sox in the Central. One of their biggest problems has been pitching, but that has been largely improved over the last month. As we take a look at some of their ranks, the Royals come in tonight with a 13-8 record this month. 13 wins equal the 6th most by any team this month. Only 2 off their season high for wins in a month in 2012. Pitching has been the biggest reason for their success this month. Royals pitchers have posted an ERA just over 3 so far this month. Good for 4th in the majors. They've also held opposing hitters to a 216 average, which is the 2nd best mark in the league. The bullpen has been even better in August, posting an ERA of 1.89. Overall this year, the Royals pitching ranks, well, they're 10th in the AL in ERA, but have allowed the 3rd fewest home runs. Well, a long affair here last night at Fenway Park. The Red Sox look to make quick work tonight of the Kansas City Royals. John Lester's on the mound for the Red Sox. On the other side, Bruce Chen is on the mound. The former member of the Red Sox comes in with a 9-10 mark, 5.45 ERA. We're back at the first pitch from Fenway right after this. 5 Hour Energy, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, Nissan, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park. Lights are on as the sun sets here in Boston. The Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals getting ready for Game 1 of a 4-game series. Rumors are flying around Fenway Park tonight, and moments ago, a new lineup for the Red Sox has resurfaced. The old lineup had Adrian Gonzalez in it. The new lineup has Adrian Gonzalez out of it. Now, there are all kinds of rumors and speculation going on around Major League Baseball as both Josh Beckett and Adrian Gonzalez placed on waivers in the last 48 hours, and plenty of talk as to whether or not those guys are traded. Have they been traded? No one knows at this point, but what we do know is that James Loney was also scratched by the LA Dodgers tonight out of their starting lineup, and for Bobby Valentine's lineup, it has changed. Adrian Gonzalez is out of the Red Sox lineup, a lineup that he was in as of 10 minutes ago. And now he will not bat fifth for the Red Sox tonight. It'll be Cody Ross. Things are happening, Jerry, tonight at Fenway.
Yeah, it's a very strange day at the ballpark. You know, the lineup was not posted early this afternoon, and the reason given for that was to see if David Ortiz was going to be okay to play tonight. Well, the fact is David Ortiz is okay to play, but Adrian Gonzalez removed at the last moment out of the Red Sox lineup, which would tell you something is going on, and Muro Gomez taking his place. So very shortly, we should have some information on just exactly what has gone down.
The move was to be Muro Gomez, and it is not Muro Gomez.
Right.
So that leads you to believe the Red Sox need a first baseman, at least for now.
Right. Tazawa was sent back to AAA, which, there's no reason to send him back except the fact that he's worked a couple of days in a row. But we all expected Muro Gomez to go back once David Ortiz was activated. That did not happen, so something is going on.
So, as Jerry mentioned, the actual move right now that we can tell you about, David Ortiz activated. He's ready to go tonight as the DH, and Shinichi Tazawa sent to AAA Pawtucket as Ortiz returns to the Red Sox. Certainly a welcome sight for Bobby Valentine and the Red Sox. And as you highlighted in the open, Jerry, that spot, while shared by many, 0 home runs during that time.
Yeah, it's incredible. I didn't realize that, but the fact is, David had 20 of his home runs as a DH while being in there. The Red Sox, without David Ortiz, not one single home run coming out of the DH spot.
Well, one of the things that transpired last night in the better than, 4.5 hour game we played against the Angels was the home run call last night. And the question as to whether or not the Red Sox should have had this reviewed, and so tough to tell last night, and they're going over the ground rules now, and one of them is that red line is a home run, and the question is whether or not it hits that red line or goes beyond it, but either way, probably should have been reviewed last night.
And the members of the Angels even thought it was probably not a home run as they expected a review, but that did not happen from the Red Sox, and it did go as a home run.
So the Red Sox take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the visiting Kansas City Royals starting 9. Their lineup brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Lorenzo Cain leads it off. He's in center field with Alcides Escobar at shortstop batting second. Alex Gordon's in left field third with Billy Butler, the DH. Jeff Francoeur is in right field. Mike Moustakas at third base bats sixth. Brian Pena does the catching, bats seventh. Eric Hosmer at first base eighth. And Johnny Giavotella is at second base. He bats ninth. On the mound tonight for the Red Sox, John Lester, his 26th start of the year. He is 7-10 with a 5.03 earned run average. 133 strikeouts and an even 154 innings. Opponents hitting at 274 against Lester coming into tonight's action. Last time out, one of his better outings of the season. 7 innings against the New York Yankees in a win. Gave up 1 run, had 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts in that effort. The outing before he beat Cleveland and had 12 Ks, so really back-to-back very good outings for John Lester.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 6th in the American League with 70 errors on the season. Pedro Siriaco at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Muro Gomez, the first baseman. Left to right, Scott Posednik, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Cody Ross, and Ryan Lavanway doing the catching for John Lester.
Umpiring crew tonight, Mike Estabrook has a play calling the balls and strikes. Larry Van Over at first base, Dan Bellino at second base, and Jerry Lane, the crew chief, at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. The SAP function is brought to you by Coors Light and Costanza's Meat Market in Lawrence.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Weather conditions tonight, another beautiful night, 75 degrees. Right to left, the breeze at 8 miles per hour, and the forecast partly cloudy, which it is right now at Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Royals are ready to go in game one of the series. So Lorenzo Cain about to step in here for the Royals. Red Sox on this Friday night going with the alternate red jerseys. Cain at .255, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in. And the first pitch of the ball game in there for strike one, and we are underway. Now Lester bringing his 7-10 record into tonight's outing. The one chopped off the plate towards third. Siriaco is not going to have a play. Too much speed from Lorenzo Cain and that high hopper. Siriaco had to wait a while for that thing to come down.
Yeah, Siriaco certainly made the right move there by holding on to the baseball. If he throws that, he's got a very good chance of maybe throwing it away because he's rushing. Cain with good speed, as you mentioned, down the line. And he'll have the leadoff base hit right there against the Boston Red Sox tonight.
So lead runner on as Alcides Escobar now stands in. And Escobar, the shortstop, who hits up over 300. He's had a good year with the Royals. There's strike one. 94 miles an hour that time from Lester. Mentioned off the top the good numbers for Lester against Kansas City, 5-2 in his career with a 1.35 earned run average. Here at Fenway, he's never lost to Kansas City, 4-0 with a nifty 0.48 earned run average. Works out to 2 earned runs in 37 1/3 innings against Kansas City, and mixed in there is his no-hitter, which was here against Kansas City. They've made an umpire switch tonight. Jerry Lane is at first base for the umpires tonight, and Larry Van Over is at third. It was the other way around in the pregame umpire lineup, but Lane at first, Van Over at third.
A lot of changes, Don.
There are a lot of changes, Jerry. This is the right field, and it'll be caught out there in right. Nicely done by Cody Ross, who was hooking towards him. And he's able to make the catch before it hits the grass for the first out.
I didn't think Cody Ross was going to be able to get to that sinking line drive. It was sinking very, very quickly. But Ross covers the ground and makes the catch just before the ball hits the grass. Nice play by Cody Ross. Yes, clearly in the palm of his glove before it hits the ground.
1 out, 1 on. And Alex Gordon coming up here for Kansas City. Gordon, part of the key matchup brought to you by New England Honda dealers. 0 for 11 with 6 Ks against John Lester as he takes a pitch downstairs for ball 1. Kansas City spending their off day yesterday here in Boston. They flew in on Wednesday night, enjoyed the off day in Boston, and start a 4-game series here against the Red Sox. Gordon takes a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Ned Yost at the helm of this Kansas City Royals team. They are 13 games back of the White Sox in the AL Central to start the night. With Cleveland and Minnesota behind them in the Central. 1-1 is tap foul.
Now, they are actually closer to first place in their division than the Red Sox are in the East to the New York Yankees.
Look at the Central, and Tigers right in behind the White Sox with action starting tonight. Tigers are out on the West Coast playing the Dodgers while the White Sox are hosting the Seattle Mariners. 1-2. Thought about going. Did he go? No. They checked with Van over at third. Didn't offer.
Tries that big sweeping breaking ball, the curveball from Lester, but no swing by Gordon.
Two pitch to Alex Gordon. There's a check swing foul. I want to remind you this copyright telecast presented by Authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Two is a swing and a miss. Strikeout number one for John Lester.
John Lester going to that cut fastball to the outside part of the plate. Just about everything away from Gordon in that at bat.
So two down. Lorenzo Cain is at first base, and here is Billy Butler, the DH, who totes a .303 average. That's in there for strike one. Jerry, we should say that just because Adrian Gonzalez has been scratched from this game, sometimes that is precautionary, and I think people automatically assume that he has been traded, and perhaps he very well may have been, but at the same time, even if you think you're going to make a trade or you're discussing a trade, you do not have that player in the lineup that night. And it could be one of the reasons that he is not in. It may not be automatic.
Well, hopefully we'll learn more as the game goes on, and it does seem very strange, though.
You know what I'm saying, though. If they're working on something, generally you want to have that guy play.
If they're exchanging medical records.
Correct. Or something along those lines. It has been a wild day around here at Fenway Park, and it seems like it's going to get more so as the night goes on. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nice start for Lester. Back-to-back Ks. Butler is down by way of the K. Red Sox are coming up. first inning. Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the first. Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. And leading it off for the Sox, Pedro Siriaco at third base with Jacoby Ellsbury in center field. Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz back in the Red Sox lineup tonight as the DH. Cody Ross in right field with Ryan Lavarnway doing the catching. Mauro Gomez at first base in a late scratch as he bats seventh. Mike Aviles at shortstop bats eighth, and Scott Podsednik in left field bats ninth. And Bruce Chen on the mound, ready to work to Pedro Siriaco. And that is strike one to Siriaco. The numbers for Chen coming in. He is individually a game under 500 at 9 and 10. 5.45 earned run average. 140 in a third innings. 283 opponent batting average. Sails one outside.
Chen certainly not a hard thrower, a guy that's going to kind of have to be perfect on the corners to have a good ball game.
Siriaco pulls the bat back. Chen leads the team in starts, 27th of the year. And as you see the numbers for Siriaco at 344 with a home run, 12 runs batted in. Oh, liner foul. .344 career big league appearances now for Bruce Chen. Second time he's faced the Red Sox this season. He signed a 2-year deal with the Kansas City Royals. Off the thumbs, fouled off to the right that time by Siriaco as it was running in.
Yeah, Bruce Chen has been around for a long time. As you mentioned, Don, one time a member of the Boston Red Sox and many other teams.
Up the middle into center field, a base hit for Pedro Siriaco. Lead runner on for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning.
Now that is now a 4-game hitting streak for Siriaco as he takes that high fastball and drives it right back up the middle for the base hit.
One on, nobody out. Jacoby Ellsbury batting out of the 3 spot for the third straight night. 257, 1 home run and 14 runs batted in. It's in 8 of his last 11 games. 40 of his starts this year have come as the leadoff hitter. 4th game on the season that he has batted second.
That last pitch, Chen dropped down to the side just a little bit, not completely sidearm, but not his normal delivery either, and delivered the fastball right there, as you can see, to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Down the third baseline, Moustakas on the run has no play. Fair ball and a base hit. 2 on, nobody out for the Red Sox in the first inning.
Hell, that's becoming popular here early in the game, dropping the ball down that third baseline and having no throw by the third baseman. A lot of speed at the top of the Red Sox lineup in Siriaco and Ellsbury. Just a tap down that third baseline, and Moustakas does not have a play at first base.
Two on, nobody out. Dustin Pedroia, the batter. There is strike one. Dustin hitting at .281, 11 home runs and 52 runs batted in. .432 slugging percentage for Pedroia. He was 4 for 6 in last night's game. Sends one foul off to the right. Ended up going 6 for 15 in the series against the Angels. Pedroia fouls it off the end of the bat and it hangs at 1 and 2. He is the 4th hardest player in the American League to strike out. Strike out once every 9.80 plate appearances.
And just 49 times this season for Pedroia.
Siriaco at second base. Ellsbury at first base. Nobody out in the Boston first inning. Little nubber in front of the plate. Chen will look at third but fire to first for the out. It almost serves as a sacrifice play as Pedroia retired on the full swing. To second and third go Ellsbury and Siriaco. David Ortiz is back as the Fenway faithful welcome him. Certainly a great sight to see Big Papi back. Not entirely sure that he is 100%, Jerry, at this point, but he is back and going to give it a go. As you said yesterday, it is just not in David's DNA to pack it in for the season. Driven to center and a base hit. Siriaco scores. Here comes Ellsbury. How about Big Papi back in action? He drives in 2 on the first pitch he sees. Welcome back, Big Papi.
Well, that didn't take very long. 1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat, 2 runs for the Red Sox. Ortiz picks up his 59th and 60th RBI of the season. First pitch fastball right down the middle, and Ortiz over the shift. Escobar into the shift right over his head.
David driving in a pair here. He's got a 12-game hitting streak dating back to the Achilles injury. There's the first pitch to Cody Ross. Misses outside. Ross with 19 homers now and a big one last night. 62 RBIs and a 274 average. 1-0 will miss. 2-0. Cody 2 for 5 here last night to go along with that home run. Against lefties, he leads the American League with a .753 slugging percentage. Possible double play ball. Touches second, fires to first for a double play that will end the inning. 2-0 Red Sox thanks to Big Papi, who drives in a pair. from the Boston Globe and Running Press Fenway Park and relive 100 years of baseball history. Available wherever books are sold. You know, I've always kind of thought this, Jerry, but I never really said anything.
Yeah.
This is a fly ball out to shallow center field as Jacoby Ellsbury comes in. And he will make the catch.
You got to get another look at that.
Yeah, you know, I always kind of thought it, but no one ever mentioned it out loud, so I never said anything. But I think they have a point. I mean, we could be brothers.
You know, the more you look at it, the more I do see the resemblance.
Look at the intense look I have in my eyes. Same thing. He's focused. I'm locked in.
Yeah. He models clothes.
Right.
You do. A lot of similarities there.
I mean, there are so many. It's endless.
Yeah. That's an excellent sign. Whoever ever thought of that, put that together, congratulations.
And you're really onto something. One out here in the second. Mike Moustakas takes the strike over the inside corner. The one pitch will miss, and it's a ball and a strike. John Lester had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Chopped down the first baseline as Gonzalez will not be there. It'll be Gomez who is. He tags the bag at first for out number 2. Well, the pitcher of the week, you can vote for it at Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way team store. 2 outs here in the second inning, and it brings up Brian Pena. Pena, the catcher for Kansas City, at .250, 2 homers and 21 runs batted in. That's a strike over the outside corner. Fooled on that pitch, and it's 0-2. Nice breaking ball from Lester.
Yeah, very good snapping curveball that time from John Lester. Does that break down and in on Pena?
Foul tip held onto by Ryan LaVarnway. 3rd K for Lester. We're through an inning and a half from the Fens. 2-0 Boston. Brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team is just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Last half of the second inning at Fenway Park as Ryan Lavarnway leads it off against Bruce Chen. 2-0 Red Sox. Yeah, that's strike one for Chen. Give up the 2-run single to David Ortiz, but then get Cody Ross to ground into a 6-3 double play to end the inning. Bruce Chen coming in with a 5.45 earned run average. This one drilled foul out ahead. Up into the grandstand area.
Really have to be patient against a guy like Chen because, as I mentioned, not a hard throw, fastball, slider, changeup. Got to think up the middle and let the ball go where it wants to.
Chen faced Lester earlier this year, and Chen was the winner as the Royals won 4-3. It's back on May 9th at Kauffman Stadium. His first win over the Red Sox since 2005 as he went 6 2/3, giving up 3 runs on 7 hits. This is up the middle and into center field. Ryan Lavarnway has got a base hit to begin the second inning. Red Sox with their 4th hit of the night.
4 hits already in the ball game. Both innings, the Red Sox have started off with the leadoff man getting on. This time, Lavarnway takes an outside fastball and grounds it up the middle for the base hit. Past the glove of Escobar.
Lavarnway at first base, and here is Mauro Gomez. In there for strike one. Gomez at 286, no homers and 3 runs batted in. In there for strike 3. Gomez takes it, and Chen strikes him out on a curveball. First strikeout for Chen, 1 down.
A late breaking curveball that time by Chen. Gomez kind of gave up on that pitch. I thought it was going to be high, but it drops into the strike zone. Right at the top of the strike zone for strike 3.
1 on, 1 out. Mike Aviles standing in. The shortstop hitting at 252. Former Kansas City Royal. Takes strike over the outside corner, and it's 0-1. He's having a hard time getting playing time with the Royals at the time of the trade. Came to the Red Sox. Now hits a 252, 12 homers. 54 runs batted in. Chases that pitch up and away and is down 0-2. He has been given an opportunity here with the Red Sox to play on a daily basis that he did not have with Kansas City. On the ground up the middle. And flip to second for 1, on to first for no. That'll get into the Red Sox dugout. Thrown away. It was a tailor-made double play that the Royals cannot execute, and instead Aviles will end up at second base.
Yeah, bad throw there by Johnny Giavotella, the second baseman, who just let it fly. He had plenty of time to get the double play, but just makes a bad throw to first. There's the flip, the turn, and whoops, way off direction there. So that'll go as an error on the second baseman.
Runner at second with 2 down and gives Scott Podsednik a chance. Over the inside corner for strike one to Podsednik. 375 with a home run, 9 runs batted in. He was 2 for 4 here last night and 7 for 13 in the series against the Angels. The Red Sox were swept by the Angels, but not because of anything that Scott Podsednik did not do. He was very good in the series for Bobby Valentine. An extremely frustrating series for the Red Sox. Angels coming in and getting all 3 games. Line into left field. Base hit for Podsednik. Aviles will stop at third.
Podsednik, as you mentioned, Don, has been very good, and especially here at Fenway Park. Doesn't matter right-hander, left-hander. He slaps this ball right by third baseman Moustakas. And the Red Sox have first and third with 2 outs.
Two on, 2 down as Pedro Siriaco stands in. He singled to center field, scored the Red Sox first run tonight. And then a pitch outside for ball 1 for Bruce Chen. Red Sox have runners at the corners. Nick Aviles at third, cross the diamond, Podsednik at first. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Siriaco.
Change up that time at 77 by Chen. And tailing down and away from Siriaco.
Two runs in the first inning for the Red Sox, trying to add some more here in the second. And 2 outs, first and third, and Siriaco waiting on a 2-1 pitch. Flared foul off to the right, 2-2. .250 batting average for Siriaco with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, but even better lately, 3 in his last 5 at bats. Go to first, and leaning in the wrong direction, it appeared, was Podsednik. He had to scramble back, and he didn't reach the bag initially.
Hosmer, the first baseman, was coming up to meet this throw, thinking the man at third might be trying to break home.
Defensive swing, sending it foul, protecting the plate, still 2-2. Full count on a pitch inside. .39th pitch for Chen coming up in an inning and 2/3. So he tries to get out of this jam here at the moment with Jacoby Ellsbury waiting on deck. Siriaco pops it up. Coming from everywhere, the Royals, it is Alcides Escobar who makes the catch, a shortstop that ends the inning. Red Sox strand a pair. We are through 2-0 Boston. Back at Fenway Park, ready to go in the top half of the third inning. Eric Hosmer leading it off here for the Royals. And first pitch swing sends one out to deep left field. Podsednik looking up, and that is gone. Into the monster seats for Eric Hosmer, his 12th home run of the year. Not lately as he sends that one out of the yard, and the Royals cut the Red Sox lead in half.
Hosmer now 3 for 5 in his career against John Lester, and he didn't waste any time. First fastball from John, and he takes it up into the monster seats for the home run. Don mentioned his 12th, his 50th RBI of the season.
Here's Johnny Giavotella, the second baseman for the Royals. And he takes strike one from Lester. Giavotella 2 for his last 10. Overall hitting at .207. No homers, 6 runs batted in. Batting out of the number 9 spot. It's grounded up the middle. Aviles to his left, and he'll boot this. Reaching at first base is Giavotella. Appeared to get in front of it, but can't come up with it.
There's not much analyzing you do on that. That's just a boot by the shortstop, Mike Aviles. Didn't quite have the glove down on the ground as far as it should be, and he knew it right away. Error number 13 on the season for Aviles.
So runner on with nobody out, and Lorenzo Cain coming up. Cain's second at bat of the night, reached on an infield hit to third base in the first inning. Chopped up the middle. Aviles has a chance. Touches second, fires to first to atone for the error, and he does. Takes care of that. 2 down.
And that's the kind of hop you like after you've made an error. A nice big hop right to you. And Aviles determined to take that himself to get the double play. There's the bounce up about letter high. Tag second, go to first. Wipe 2 men off the bases.
How much better do you feel instantly as an infielder after that?
Well, you feel better. You don't like making errors, but
you
you
still
feel
have the
better.
error on your statistical page.
Yes.
But 2 down for Escobar, lined out to right field first time up. Did you know how many errors you had every day you played?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In there for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Escobar. This will bounce in for ball 2.
By the way, we mentioned, Aviles picking up his 13th errors. That's not a lot of errors for a shortstop by any means, especially at this stage of the season.
Outside for ball 3. There's ball 4 and the first walk given up by Lester of the night. Well, enter to win VIP tickets and pit passes for you and 3 friends to watch the Sylvania 300 NASCAR event at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Visit NESN.com/Sylvania to read the official rules and enter to win by September the 9th. 2 outs here in the third inning. A runner at first and Alex Gordon the batter. Left by Lester, but no throw, sending Escobar back to the bag. And they're in for strike one. Alex Gordon, a strikeout victim in the first. 3 Ks tonight for Lester. High fly ball to left field. Podsednik back at the scoreboard. It's off the wall. Trying to score from first base is Escobar. He will. And Kansas City ties the game 2-2. Alex Gordon with a wall scraping double to left field. And for Gordon, yet another double.
And for Gordon, that's the first hit he's ever had off John Lester. He was 0 for 12 prior to this at bat. 40th double of the season as he takes the Lester fastball. It's kind of a similar pitch that what Hosmer hit for a home run. This time it's off the wall in a tie ball game.
He has been a doubles machine. He is tied for the major league lead with Aramis Ramirez with 40 now. And he has had, since the start of last year, 84 to lead Major League Baseball. Billy Butler takes strike one. The career high for Gordon is 45, which he did last year, but he is at second base with an RBI double. And Kansas City's tied this game 2-2. The walk, the 2-out walk, pretty costly now. First walk of the night for Lester turns into a run that ties this game. And Lavarnway having a tough time deciding here. So Lavarnway out to talk to Lester.
This Kansas City ball club last in the American League in home runs hit, but Butler himself has 25. And remember the All-Star game, how Kansas City fans booed Robinson Cano because Butler was not in the home run hitting contest.
Well, Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 2 outs, Gordon at second. Billy Butler waiting on an 0-1 pitch. Butler grounds it foul.
Of course, Robinson Cano is the captain of the American League, did not pick Butler, and he was booed from the time he got off the plane in Kansas City till the time he left.
Sliced foul to the screen, and it is still 0-2. This year's first All-Star selection. The game at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Went 0 for 2 in the game. This ground ball up the middle as Avila's to his left. Throws in plenty of time to get Butler to end the inning, but the Royals tie the score 2-2 after 2.5. KCA Ness and Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, where Jared Saltalamacchia pays a visit, where inspirational stories of Matty Dillon, Linda Urbertini, and the Graham brothers, just to name a few. Catch it Sunday at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Cumberland Farms. Last half of the third inning from Fenway. Game tied 2-2 now. Ellsbury grounds one left side. Escobar won't get it. Ellsbury with a wide turn at first, but he will hold on.
Escobar had no chance. Even if he gets a glove on this ball, there's no chance he's going to get Jacoby Ellsbury at first base. Was down with the bare hand, trying to pick it and throw it at the same time, but never really made contact with the baseball.
So 2 for 2 is Jacoby Ellsbury in the game. He's at first base. Red Sox have had the lead runner on in first 3 innings. As Pedroia takes a look at ball one. Dustin grounded back to the mound in the first. Ellsbury takes off, pitches high. The throw is going to be a good one, and it is in time. Ellsbury thrown out trying to steal is Pena. A nice throw.
Very quick release behind the plate by Brian Pena. As Ellsbury takes a peek back, and he is out by quite a distance at second base. Giovatello, the second baseman, almost had his arm hyperextended on that tag.
The first time Ellsbury has been caught this year, as he is retired for the first out of the inning. Pedroia swings at the 2-1 and fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Pedroia down on strikes. Baffled on the curveball. 2 down. So we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, Boston Healthcare for the Homeless program started in 1985 and serves over 12,000 homeless men, women, and children each year in the Boston area. And the director of operations for the program and registered nurse Barry Bach told us about the 2012 Socks for Sock Drive.
If you can imagine being homeless in inclement weather, especially if you have a chronic disease like diabetes, it's really difficult to manage your health care. And good foot health is actually really imperative to good health care.
Volunteers will be at all of the gates again tomorrow collecting new pairs of white athletic socks for patients. So if you're coming to the game, please bring a package of new white socks. And if you're not lucky enough to be coming this weekend, you can visit their website for other ways to help at bhchp.org. Don?
All right, Jane, thank you very much. David Ortiz with a double that he just legged out as he sends us into right center field.
Now, what's he seen? 2 pitches in the game so far. He's got a single, a drive in, 2 runs, and now a double as he finds that gap in right center field.
Did not appear to have any trouble running as he gets to second base on the double. In his return here tonight, 2 outs in the inning for Cody Ross. Takes a pitch in tight, almost got hit. And no rehab games for David Ortiz. You often see guys go try to get their timing back, and he's been gone a long time, but he comes back tonight. Timing's pretty good. This is in the air to shallow left center. The center fielder, Lorenzo Cain, makes the catch that ends the inning. Ortiz left at second base through 3. Game tied 2-2. So, just looking at him, he is not 100%, despite the fact he did leg that double out. He was hobbling coming off.
Yes, watched him run from third base, not run, actually walk from third base back into the Red Sox dugout. Clearly, there's still a limp there for David Ortiz.
Well, it's the top of the fourth inning. Game tied 2-2. Jeff Francoeur takes pitch in the dirt, and it is 1-1. Lester at 40 pitches, working here in the fourth inning. Got Francoeur to fly out to center field in the second inning. On the outside corner for strike two. It's been a 3 strikeout night so far for John Lester. Francoeur fouls this one off himself, and it hangs at 1-2.
Here's Ortiz going from first to second, and you can see that taking his time as he picks it a little bit up a little bit as he gets close to the second base. But then he was clearly running better than that prior to the injury.
And I think more of the concern was after that, coming off the field.
Watching him walk from third base to the dugout, yes.
Francoeur may have gone after that. They check, and he did. Francoeur doesn't think so, and he is strikeout victim number 4 for Lester. Looks down at Jerry Lane.
Still looking back at Jerry Lane. It's the cut fastball inside. Francoeur did not think that he did go, and that's very close. Very, very close.
Pitch in tight to Mike Moustakas, third baseman, grounded out to first base. Outfield straight away on Moustakas, and they're relatively deep all the way around. Has 19 home runs on the year. Pitch riding high, 3-0. That's ball 4 on a very close pitch. Lester wants to know where that was. So he peers in to Mike Estabrook, and that is the second walk given up by Lester. We'll see what the Amica pitch zone thinks.
There's a couple of pitches he thought he had strikes on in that at bat. That one and the third pitch, and both were very close, but not going John Lester's way.
One out, one on as Brian Pena stands in. Pena struck out swinging in the second inning. Hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. One out, one on. Brian Pena, strikeout victim in the second, and a liner to right. This will get in for a base hit. Ross gets it back in as the Kansas City Royals have runners at first and second with one out.
Now Pena does a pretty nice job of reaching out and getting a changeup from John Lester. The ball appeared to be maybe off the outside part of the plate, but Pena goes out there, gets it, and shoots it in the right field for the base hit. The backside was going a little bit, but the hands were still there, and he gets the base hit.
2 on, 1 away. Eric Hosmer, who on the first pitch he saw in the third inning, homered off John Lester to get his 12th round tripper of the year. In there for strike 1-1. Lester's been pretty good about walking people. Has walked 46 batters in 154 innings coming into tonight's action for a rate of 2.69 walks per 9 innings. Not bad at all, but tonight he has walked 2. The first turned into a run, and right now the walk that he gives up to Moustakas, he's now standing in scoring position with 1 out. Outside, framed by Lavarnway, but it's 3-1. Third 3-ball count for John Lester of the night. And that's ball 4. Missing inside this time. Second walk of the inning. Base is loaded, and this will bring Randy Neiman out as Lester appears frustrated now.
I think you're right. I think Lester frustrated, and Neiman noticing that gets right out of the dugout to try to calm John down. Pitch definitely inside, but Lester wanted it.
See the 3 that are inside, though?
Yeah.
I understand his frustration.
I'm glad you can, Don.
I saw 3 that were inside there.
I would be too.
Yes.
I hope you would understand my frustration.
I would. You could throw stuff around if you want. Now the walk to Moustakas, who's the second batter of the inning. John thought he had at least 2 of those, and the Amica pitch zone agreed. They are borderline, and 4-pitch walk, according to home plate umpire Mike Estabrook.
Yeah, you don't get pitches like that called for you in the course of a game. You start aiming right for the middle of the plate, and that's dangerous.
It generally doesn't work out well. Johnny Giavotella, number 9 man, takes strike 1 over the outside corner. He reached on a miscue at shortstop by Mike Aviles. Both teams with 1 error in the game. One and 1. Offensively, the Red Sox coming into tonight's action 6th in the league in fielding percentage, while Kansas City is 12th in the AL. Tampa Bay and Baltimore, the only 2 teams that have committed more errors on the season than the Royals. Grounded softly by the mound towards first. Gomez will flip to Lester, and safe at first base is Giavotella. Scoring from third is Moustakas, and the Royals take a 3-2 lead. Lester tried to catch the ball, find the bag with his foot. He caught the ball but couldn't find the bag, and it is 3-2 Kansas City.
That's almost an impossible position for a guy like Muro Gomez to give a good feed to the pitcher covering first base. I mean, he's coming way in to get this ball, and he has to throw across his body behind him to get it to the pitcher covering the bag, who's going in the opposite direction. John Lester made a nice play, just barehanding that ball and keeping it from getting by him and having more runs score.
So bases loaded, one out. Kansas City with a 3-2 lead. That's an infield hit and an RBI for Giavotella. And that is strike one to Lorenzo Cain. Reached on an infield hit in the first, grounded into a 6-3 double play in the third inning. Swing indicated by Estabrook, home plate umpire.
Yeah, fooled that time on the changeup by John Lester as Wade Mortensen up again in the Red Sox bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and they elevate at 92 miles an hour to strike out Cain. Fifth strikeout for Lester, 2 down.
Yeah, Cain's not a very patient hitter. He will swing at a lot of pitches that are out of the strike zone. And this time they elevate. The swing, no contact.
Two down here in the fourth inning. Bases still loaded for Kansas City, and City's Escobar was lined out to right, walked in, scored. Andy at third, Hosmer at second, Giavotella at first. And the breaking ball in there for strike one. On the ground left side, Siriaco will go to second base for the force out that ends the inning. But the Royals pick up a run and take a 3-2 lead after 3.5. Remember to watch every game night at midnight for the Sox latest matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format on Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Terry, I watch Sox in 2 almost every night.
You had a chance to watch it last night. You got home late enough.
Last night we played better than 4.5 hours at Fenway Park.
I couldn't bear to watch it again.
Yeah, it was tough watching it again, but I did watch some of it. The only problem I have with Sox in 2 is they eliminate our open, which is such a big part of our broadcast.
It really doesn't affect me.
Takes it right out, and they just start right off the beginning. no chance for us really to set up the contest. Preview it, get it going.
Well, I think
what's coming up.
They're actually doing us a favor because we're trying to set the game up, and it generally doesn't go the way we say anyway.
That's true. Well, Ryan Lavarnway leading it off for the Red Sox here in the fourth inning. He singled in the second. Red Sox are now trailing by a run. Bruce Chen has a lead for the first time tonight. He gave up 2 first-inning runs. His offense gets 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and leads at 3-2, and he's ahead of Lavarnway, 0-2. This one grounded foul over by the Royals dugout. We'll check out the AT&T trivia question tonight. Which current Major League manager played in Bruce Chen's Major League debut? That's for it a little later. Lavarnway strikes out Chen at 90 miles an hour, goes to the fastball and strikes him out. Third K for Chen.
Yeah, probably the hardest fastball he's featured so far in this game tonight at 90 miles an hour. Maybe surprised Lavarnway a little bit with that fastball. Others have been around 86, 87.
One out in the fourth inning brings up Mauro Gomez. Struck out looking in the second inning. This one fouled off to the right, out of play. Jerry, I've learned a great deal from you over the years, and I hope some of the stuff that I have done over the years has kind of rubbed off on you in the 12 years. And for the first time, our good friends from Yankee Candles sent us our normal batch of the season. Karen Woods, Frank McParton, who always take care of us, Yankee Candle. And you know what? You took some candles for the first time.
I did. I took, I believe there was 6 in the case.
Yeah.
That I took last night home with me, the autumn candles.
You'll love them.
I've had them before at home.
Oh, at home.
I don't travel candles, but I do have them in my house.
Tap back. Bruce Chen's got it. He'll fire to first for the second out as Gomez is retired. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' Donuts hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Today we welcome the Cannonball Association Incorporated from Arlington, Massachusetts. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community.
Yes, but we would like to thank the folks at Yankee Candle.
Yes.
Always very generous. John, you got some. I got some. Jenny got some. And that was really nice of them.
Karen Woods and Frank McParton, we thank you very much as always. And that will take care of the rest of the season. I really think you should take them on the road. Change your entire outlook on the road.
It's going to take more than that to change my outlook about the road.
I'm telling you. You got to think about it. I mean, think about your room. You spend so much, especially you, because nobody spends more time in their room than you.
Right.
You never leave your room.
Right.
So it should smell nice, and it should have a feeling almost like you have a fireplace in your room if you set up a couple. You can.
Yeah, but you travel those small.
The tea lights.
Those little tea light candles.
Yeah, sometimes, but I take both.
I don't have those.
There's a fly ball to center. Lorenzo Cain is out there. He'll make the catch. It'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Sox. We're through 4. It's 3-2 Kansas City. Brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Fifth inning here at Fenway Park. It's 3-2. Kansas City on top of Boston. John Lester back on the mound. And leading it off here is Alex Gordon. Billy Butler, then Jeff Francoeur. There's a one-hopper by the dive. Gomez at first into right. And Gordon is aboard with a base hit to begin things here in the fifth.
Well, his fortunes are much better tonight than they have been in the past against John Lester. He had been 0 for 12. He's got a double, and now he's got a single. Breaking ball that time gets by Murrow Gomez at first base. And 2 for 3 on the night is Gordon.
Billy Butler is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first inning, grounded out to short in the third. Billy Butler 0 for 2 in the game. He is struck out and grounded out as the pitch misses, and all of a sudden 3-0. Alex Gordon singling to begin the inning. Lester has walked 3 tonight, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth inning, and 2 of the walks have turned into runs. There's a ground ball to third base. Siriaco goes to second for 1, on to first for 2. Second double play turned by the Red Sox of the night, 2 down. Well, as part of the 100 Acts of Kindness program, the Red Sox and the Boston Healthcare for the Homeless will be collecting socks for the homeless as part of the Socks for Socks program. Fans are asked to bring packages of new white socks to the Red Sox Kansas City game tomorrow. Volunteers will be collecting at all Fenway Park gates before the game and throughout the first few innings. The Socks for Socks program has helped enable Boston Healthcare for the homeless to fulfill its mission to provide access to high-quality health care for all homeless men and women and children in the greater Boston area. 2 outs in the fifth inning. Jeff Francoeur is 0 for 2. He's flied to center and struck out swinging. You are just joining us tonight. The biggest story going on here at Fenway Park, and the speculation that has gone on all day, kind of coming to a crescendo, if you will, tonight at Fenway, as earlier moments before the game, the Red Sox lineup was changed. Before this is on the ground to first base and off Gomez. He'll flip to first to Lester. Talk more about it when we come back to Fenway Park after this. We have played 4.5, and it is 3-2. Kansas City on top. Back at Fenway Park, last half of the fifth inning, 3-2 Kansas City on top. Scott Podsednik to lead it off here for the Red Sox. As we start to say, last inning before we went to break and the final out of the inning last inning. So much talk today about possible trades the Red Sox are making tonight. And right before the game, the lineup changed. Adrian Gonzalez in the original starting lineup, and he comes out of the lineup moments before the game. The new card put up in the Red Sox dugout, and the speculation continues tonight. And as soon as we learn anything, obviously we will pass it along. There are many different sources that are putting out many different stories, and until we get actual facts tonight, it doesn't make any sense to really speculate about anything other than Adrian is not in the lineup at the moment.
And the lineup was not put up by Bobby Valentine until very, very late, just prior to game time. And press row is a buzz tonight with rumors galore.
One report had Adrian Gonzalez and Nick Punto called back from the dugout just prior to the game. As Podsednik with a swing and a miss as he strikes out fourth K for Chen, who really kept the Red Sox off balance all night. Whether you're watching the game at home or at the park, Eastern Bank's mobile banking lets you access your account from wherever you are. Just one more way. Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. One out in the fifth inning, 5 in a row, retired by Bruce Chen. Siriaco the batter. You know, we don't get to see Bruce Chen very often. You take a look and you say, how is this guy doing it from year in and year out? But he manages to get it done. And tonight, as I mentioned, he's keeping the Red Sox off balance for the most part.
Now, like I said at the beginning, Don, he's one of those guys that's not going to overpower you. He's going to try to hit corners, as all pitchers try to do. Change speeds, throw that changeup, throw the breaking ball at different speeds. And sometimes guys like this give the Red Sox a lot of problems.
Siriaco carves it foul off to the right. This one out in front of the plate. Chen off the mound quickly, throws to first for the out. 2 outs. Nice play by Bruce Chen. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jamison Coyle for NESN Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. Highlights from the Patriots-Buccaneers preseason game in Tampa, plus an update from round 2 of the Barclays as Tiger Woods looks to stay in the hunt. All this and much more in NESN Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage, only on NESN. Two outs in the fifth, 6 in a row retired by Chen. Jacoby Ellsbury has 2 infield hits in the game. David Ortiz getting ready for his third at bat of the night. He's got a single and a double. And his return, as that just missed, 2-2. Check the Ace Ticket scoreboard out tonight. 3-2 Tampa Bay on top of Oakland. Tampa Bay just took the lead on a B.J. Upton double. Tied 1-1. C.C. Sabathia has allowed 1 hit in his return tonight, as Drupal Cabrera's got a home run for the Tribe. There's a ground out to second that will end the fifth inning. Played 5 from Fenway. It's 3-2 Kansas City. A 3-2 lead over the Red Sox on to the top half of the 6th inning. John Lester back on the hill. There's a pop-up off the bat of Mike Moustakas, foul ground as Siriaco makes the catch. He was reaching for a railing, perhaps, wondered where he was. He had plenty of room. As it turned out, he makes the grab.
You know, it happens sometimes without a lot of experience at third base. It's a pretty big warning track over there at the third base side, and a lot of times you start to hit that dirt and you think you're getting closer to the dugout than you actually are. You can see him right here when he hits the dirt, put his hand out, but he still had plenty of room.
Handles the first out here, the top half of the 6th inning. There's Brian Pena, the catcher for the Royals. And he takes strike one. Pena struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Single to right in the 4th. 1 for 2. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. We talked about the Yankees playing in Cleveland tonight. New York has lost 3 games in a row now. And with Tampa Bay going on a pretty good stretch, it's only 2.5 games now between the Yankees and the Rays.
It's amazing how at this time of the year the Rays always seem to make a move, and this time it's a little bit earlier.
I really think it is the return of Evan Longoria that has changed their. I mean, they were playing great baseball anyway, but it's much better now with Longoria in there. As Avilas sidearm toss and plenty of time, 2 down. Boys had great pitching, and the only question has been the offense. Well, FW Webb is a supplier of pipe, valves, fittings, and pumps to institutions and manufacturing facilities across the Northeast. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit FWWebb.com. 2 down, 4 in a row. Retired by John Lester as Eric Hosmer about to stand in here for Kansas City. Had a home run in the 3rd inning. Scored Kansas City's first run of the night. Walked in the 4th, so he's been on twice. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good cut fastball there by Lester. Threw it very hard, 90 plus. Good break right at the end.
He went around, and he strikes out. A nice inning for Lester. 1-2-3, top of the 6th. Picks up his 6th K, but Kansas City's got a 3-2 lead. Back at Fenway Park as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2, Kansas City on top of Boston. And the Red Sox feature Pedroia, Ortiz, and Ross in the inning. Bruce Chen, 75 pitches deep as he starts the bottom of the 6th inning. Pedroia turns on this as it fouls sharply into the seats. Dustin grounded out in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd, 0 for 2. Sends his foul off to the right, out of play. Seven in a row retired by Bruce Chen. Through the first 5 innings here, he has given up the 2 runs to the Red Sox, both of them coming in the bottom of the 1st. Since then, 4 shutout innings. Pedroia to right field, and this will get in. Francoeur tries to cut it off down by the corner. Pedroia will pull it up at second base with a double to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now that's the way to approach Bruce Chen. Pedroia just showed you how. Go to the opposite field. As we talked about earlier, think up the middle. You can't think about pulling him. That time the ball down the middle of the plate, and Pedroia goes to the opposite field for the double. Francoeur being very careful down that right field line. Once he gets it back in quickly, holds Pedroia to 2.
So a good start to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Red Sox. David Ortiz, his 3rd at bat of the night. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Pedroia at second base. Big Papi 2 for 2 in his return. Single in the 1st inning, a double in the 3rd. Pitch 80 coming up for Bruce Chen. As Big Papi takes strike 1. Ortiz pulls it back, grabs the attention of 3rd baseman Mike Moustakas. It's 2-1. Ortiz swings away, and it's 2-2.
Chen staying with the breaking ball that time against Ortiz. Gets the swing and miss. Actually, not a breaking ball. That was a changeup from Chen.
Ortiz strikes out. That's a 5th strikeout for Bruce Chen on the night. Back to the fastball to get him.
Yeah, off-speed pitch, changeup, then fastball to the outside corner to get Ortiz. Good pitch by Chen. Everything away from David and out at bat.
One out, runner at second. Cody Ross, the batter, 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play in the 1st inning. Flied out to center field in the 3rd. in the dirt and blocked by Pena. No advance for Pedroia at second base. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore is a revolutionary waterborne stain that will transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Runner at second, one out. A 1-0. Ross rolls it over foul, and it's a ball and a strike. Red Sox and Royals opening up a 4-game wraparound series. Night games Friday, Saturday, day games Sunday, Monday. For Bobby Valentine and the Red Sox take off for a 3-city tour to the West Coast. Ross hits it in the air to left field. Alex Gordon is out there. He's got plenty of room shy of the track to make the catch as Ross, towards the end of the bat, flies out to left. 2 down as we check in with Jenny.
Don, MLB News and Notes are brought to you by Nissan. The Yankees have placed Ivan Nova on the disabled list with inflammation in his right rotator cuff. His roster spot was taken by CC Sabathia, who was activated prior to tonight's game. And the Blue Jays have activated Jose Bautista from the disabled list. Bautista has been out since July 16th, and he had 2 homers in a rehab game last night. And for the first time since 2009, Barry Zito is a 10-game winner. He helped the Giants extend their winning streak to 4 games by allowing only 2 runs in 8 innings. Don?
All right, Jane, thank you very much. The Yankees get some bad news there, but good news in getting Sabathia back. And still a 1-1 game in Cleveland for Sabathia in his return tonight.
Nova had not been throwing very well, and I guess that's the reason, the rotator cuff problem, that they're going to shut him down for a little while.
And as Jay mentioned, the San Francisco Giants have a 3-game lead over the LA Dodgers, and the Dodgers are a team of interest tonight because most have linked the speculated move by the Red Sox to the LA Dodgers and the waiver wire tonight, and waiting to get confirmation on that through the night. 2 outs, Pedroia at second base. Barnway, the batter. 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. Bruce Chen, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 2 runs coming in the first inning. Hasn't walked anybody, struck out 5 and about to throw his 90th pitch of the night. There's been no action in the Kansas City pen. Outside, 2-1. Barnway fouls it off himself. It's time to have the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which current Major League manager played in Bruce Chen's Major League debut? The answer is Ozzie Guillen. Chen made his Major League debut September 7th, 1998. Remember the Atlanta Braves pitching 3 innings. Guillen was the starting shortstop in the game for Atlanta, collected 2 hits in that game. Chen actually struck out first 2 batters he faced against the opponent that day, which was the New York Mets, managed by Bobby Valentine. Popped up, foul ground as Hosmer goes as far as he can and almost overran it. Made the catch right at the end of the tarp and in front of the railing to end the inning. Leadoff double wasted for the Red Sox. Kansas City with a 3-2 lead. Immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's, TC, Jim, and Jenny at 6:30. Olympic gold medalist and captain of the United States women's gymnastic team, Allie Raceman, will join TC and Jim on stage, along with 10 other Olympians. She'll be honored during a pregame ceremony prior to tomorrow's game. Live coverage begins at 6 right here on NESN. 1-0 pitch on the ground right side. Gomez will feed Lester to the bag for the first out of the 7th inning. Well, tonight, immediately following Red Sox Extra Innings Live, join us for Red Sox Final, presented by Geico, TC, Jim, and Jenny. Preview the pitching matchup between Beckett and Guthrie. Game 2 of the series with the Royals, plus highlights from around the American League. It's all coming up after the game only on NESN. One out. Lorenzo Cain takes strike one over the outside corner. Cain's 4th plate appearance tonight against John Lester. He singled in the first. He was grounded into a double play and struck out. Broken bat, one hopper to Pedroia at second. 2 down in the inning. It's time for a game break, and Tom Karen, TC. Thanks very much, Tom. Back here at Fenway Park. It's a 1-run game here. Kansas City has a 3-2 lead over the Red Sox with 2 outs in the 7th. 7 in a row retired by John Lester. Alcides Escobar takes strike one over the outside corner. He didn't agree as he steps out of the box shaking his head. A little slip at the end of that delivery for Lester. Counts 1-1. Look at the breakdown for Lester. He's been far more economical as the game has gone on. 2-1 is off the outside edge. Regarding that line down the third baseline with Siriaco, he now moves off a little bit. He was real tight down the line at third base with Escobar the batter. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Walk for Lester is the 4th of the game.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. The first 3 strikeouts for John Lester got Gordon on a cut fastball, a fastball to Butler, and then Pena on a cut fastball.
Two down, Escobar at first base, and Alex Gordon the batter. 2 hits in the game. So he struck out in the first, doubled in the third, singled in the 5th. He's driven in a run and now 50 RBIs on the season. Takes a hack at the first Lester offering. Gordon 4th in the league with 44 multi-hit games. Another one here tonight. Reaches out, fouls it off, 0-2. Well, with all the relievers the Red Sox had to run through last night, important for Lester to get deep into this game tonight. He's at the 6 2/3 mark right now. We did see Clayton Mortensen warming up back early in this game in the third inning. That's been it in the pen. Broken back grounder towards Aviles at shortstop. He will tag the bag at second to end the inning. Seventh inning stretch from Fenway Park. It's 3-2 Royals. Let's check in with your Need to Know with Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle. Sox earn a save. CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Last half of the seventh inning as Mauro Gomez grounds one foul. Gomez is 0 for 2 in the game tonight. Struck out looking in the second inning. Grounded back to the mound in the fourth. Bruce Chen at 94 pitches, working here in the last half of the seventh inning. There's action. Right-hander up for Kansas City. Kelvin Herrera. Another close pitch for Chen. The last two appear to be close, but he was down on the count 3-1. Up over his average, still shy of his high. In the air, foul, full count. Gomez will walk to begin things here in the seventh inning. That is the first free pass of the night, served up by Bruce Chen. Well, time now for tonight's twisted but true fact of the game. A complete in the age of the pitch count is a rare thing. In fact, only one pitcher in the majors has more than 4 this season. Spaceman Bill Lee had 72 complete games in his career, including 51 from 1973. to 1975. And while his major league career may have ended 2 decades ago, he still has the ability to go the distance. Last night while pitching for the San Rafael Pacifics of the Independent North American League, Lee picked up a complete game win at age 65. He added an RBI single for good measure and did it all in 2 hours and 21 minutes. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is a refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. We got a pitching change here from Fenway Park as Herrera's coming in. It's 3-2 Kansas City. On top as Kelvin Herrera is called to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Comes into the game. Herrera replaces Bruce Chen with the runner at first base and nobody out. Herrera's 58th appearance, 1-1 with a 2.53 earned run average, 64 innings, 61 Ks. Opponents hitting at 238. Mike Aviles says he went around. Home plate umpire Mike Estabrook on the call. 0-2 the count.
That's not even close to going around. You sure didn't call that a strike?
I'm not sure. This is blooped to right, and it'll fall for a base hit. Gomez takes second on the single for Aviles.
Well, it all turns out okay for Aviles as he picks up a base hit, but he was quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes, and I have no idea how he got there. I don't think it was a check swing. But regardless, he bloops one in the right field, drops it in front of Francoeur, and the Red Sox have first and second with nobody out here in the 7th.
So 2 on, nobody out. Scott Podsednik 1 for 2. Single in the second inning. Struck out swinging in the 5th.
Now let's see if Bobby Valentine has Podsednik bunting here to try to get 2 men in the scoring position late in the ball game.
Certainly capable of doing it, but as hot as he has been,
he's swinging the bat awfully well.
He is dropping it down the first baseline, and the tag applied by Hosmer. The sacrifice complete. Gomez to third, Aviles to second with 1 out.
So Podsednik gets the job done. A lot of times they'll bunt that ball down the third baseline, but Podsednik goes first base this time and is successful. Gets 2 men in the scoring position. Hosmer, the first baseman, took no look to second base, just tagged Podsednik as he was going by him.
5th sacrifice bunt of the year for Podsednik.
Infield pulled in by the Royals with a 1-run lead here in the 7th inning and 2 men on base, 2nd and 3rd.
Pedro Siriaco 1 for 3 tonight, single to center back in the 1st inning. Strike 1. Herrera's had a 1.29 earned run average since July 5th. He's given up only 3 runs in his last 21 innings. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Told you off the top, this pen for the Royals has been much better over the last month. Pitching has been a problem for them, but not over the last month. They've been pitching great. Bullpen with a 1.89 earned run average, and the left-hander Tim Collins is up in the pen. Collins from Worcester, Massachusetts, you may remember. Second and third with 1 out. And Siriaco, little bloop. That'll land in the left. From third comes Gomez. Avila's going to try and score. He will. Throw goes to second. It's a double. And the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead.
How in the world did Siriaco ever hit this pitch? This pitch is going to be down and in around his ankles. And somehow keeps it in fair. Look at that pitch. And somehow keeps it in fair territory. It's almost like he threw the ball out there. 2 runs come across. Red Sox have the lead. That's it for Herrera.
Collins will be coming in. It's 4-3. Red Sox have the lead with 1 out in the 7th.
Fire wit as she discusses Hollywood gossip and celebrity blunders live on stage at Foxwood Resort Casino's MGM Grand Theater, Saturday, November 10th. For tickets, visit foxwoods.com. Foxwoods is the official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
Back at Fenway Park, where the Red Sox have taken a 4-3 lead, 1 out in the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury will be batting. Tim Collins, 22-year-old from Worcester, Massachusetts, 57th appearance, a 3.17 earned run average, 81 strikeouts in 59 2/3, and wants to talk to Brian Pena, his catcher.
Not exactly sure what the signs are with that man at second base.
He's a graduate of Worcester Vocational High School. Now 14 appearances, Collins has only given up 2 runs. He inherits Pedro Siriaco at second base, 1 out. There goes Siriaco for third, and the throw is not going to be in time. Stolen base for Pedro Siriaco.
Number 9 for Siriaco has not been caught. Left-hander in the game. They're a little bit easier to get a jump on at second base as they're looking the opposite way. And Siriaco in very easily at third base. Infield again pulled in.
Ellsbury with a swing and a miss. He had a 93-mile-an-hour fastball that was up. Worcester native with the 81 Ks, the most by a Royals lefty reliever in a single season. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
At 94 with that last fastball by Ellsbury.
He's listed at 5'7", 166 pounds. The 81 strikeouts, leading American League relievers. And a pop-up foul off to the left.
Outfield very, very shallow for Ellsbury right now, all the way around. And of course the infield in with a 1 out.
Two and two. Kansas City already using 2 relievers in this inning. Aaron Crow is up in the pen now. Ned Yost, Dave Island, manager and pitching coach for Kansas City. 2-2 to Ellsbury. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Jacoby Ellsbury with his second out now of the game.
That's a changeup that time. He goes from 94 to about 83 on the changeup. And held Jacoby out in front of that pitch. Actually threw him back-to-back changeup the last 2 pitches.
They are not going to deal with Dustin Pedroia with first base open. Instead, they're going to go the lefty-lefty matchup against David Ortiz. First time that Dustin Pedroia has been intentionally walked on the season. That's down to first base. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason. Red Sox Extra Innings live with TC, Jim, and Jenny. With a breakdown of John Lester's outing, including his take on tonight's performance. Let's catch Bobby Valentine's thoughts on the series opener from Fenway. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason. Red Sox Extra Innings live. David Ortiz batting with 2 on and 2 outs, 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ortiz takes strike 1.
No fastball on the first pitch. A changeup again from Collins.
That'll miss. 1-1. Red Sox have scored twice here in the bottom of the 7th inning to take a 4-3 lead. John Lester looking on as he has gone the first 7 innings tonight for the Red Sox.
I'll tell you what, if there's a throw to first base to try to get Pedroia, Siriaco could almost score. I mean, he is way down that line at third base because the third baseman is off the line. Now he has to go back a few steps because the third baseman moves closer.
There goes Pedroia at first. Ortiz swings and misses. The indication by Estabrook. Home plate umpire, and it's 1-2. Pedroia with a steal of second puts him in scoring position with 2 down. Ortiz fouls it off. Nice grab by a young fan in the first row. It's congratulations from everybody as he heads up the aisle.
How did he get down there? He must have been expecting that.
He was in the right spot at the right time. Look at this. I am ready.
Oh, yeah, that's a great play.
Siriaco dancing down the line. Swing and a miss, and Ortiz strikes out. Second time tonight. Red Sox strand a pair, but take a 4-3 lead at the end of 7. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking. It's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Red Sox get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, take a 4-3 lead as John Lester returns to the mound. Billy Butler leads it off and takes a pitch downstairs for ball 1. Lester at 94 pitches as he opens up this 8th inning. It is Butler, Francoeur, and Moustakas. 4, 5, and 6 expected for the Royals. Royals bullpen doing a pretty good job to keep this a 1-run deficit now for Kansas City. Red Sox stranding a pair in scoring position. That is up and away for ball 3. There is action in the pen.
And Lester grabbing the back of his leg on that last pitch, too.
Andrew Miller warming. Here comes the training staff and Bobby Valentine.
Yeah, something in the hamstring. It looked like he grabbed that after that last pitch. As a matter of fact, the last couple of pitches looked a little bit awkward for John. Watch the left hand go to the left leg.
They are going to make the change. Pitching line for John Lester tonight: 7+, 6 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, and 6 Ks. Looks like Andrew Miller is going to inherit. Actually, no. Andrew Miller is starting to come on, but Valentine says he wants a right-hander. As Miller started to come through the open door, he retreats. Because it is an injury now, they can bring on anybody they want, and they can take as long as they want to warm up. So while Miller was warming, he figured he was coming in, but apparently Bobby wants a right-hander.
This would usually be Padilla's time of the ball game, the 8th inning.
Now they're trying to figure out who he wants.
The last inning, John Lester slipped on the mound. Now we don't know if that had anything to do with it. And here's the last pitch that he'll throw for tonight.
Well, it is Vicente Padilla who is coming in for the Red Sox. Lester will leave on a very good outing tonight and a chance for a win. Xfinity. Well, David Ortiz back in the Red Sox lineup tonight. Able to single to drive in a pair of runs and give the Red Sox a 2-0 advantage in the bottom of the first inning. The Royals would answer in the third. First batter in the first pitch of the inning to Eric Hosmer from John Lester. 12th home run of the year for Hosmer. Red Sox were trailing 3-2 in the game when Pedro Siriaco able to double down the line and left, scores Gomez and Aviles, and the Red Sox have a 4-3 lead as we play here in the top half of the 8th inning. Lester leaving after 7+, 6 hits, 3 runs, and leaving with an injury appeared to be a hamstring situation. That's what he grabbed at, his left hamstring, and he leaves the game. Padilla given as long as he needs to warm up with the injury to John Lester, and Padilla will inherit a 3-0 count to Billy Butler. Numbers for Padilla: 44 games on the year, 4-1 with a 4.35 earned run average, 45 strikeouts in 41 and a third innings, and opponents hitting at .282.
And Padilla taking about 25 to 30 pitches to get ready.
So good to go. Should he walk Butler, it would be charged to John Lester. The count here 3-0. Butler is 0 for 3 in the game. He has struck out, grounded out, and last time bounced into a 5-4-3 double play.
And in a ballpark like this with a 1-run lead, this could be a green light for Butler.
And there's 25 home runs on the year. That's a strike, and it's 3-1. Padilla, one of the many Red Sox used in the game last night. He went an inning and a third with a walk and a strikeout. This is chop left side, and it is Aviles from short left for the long throw that is not going to get there in time. Billy Butler is on to begin things here in the 8th.
Now, Butler, not a guy that gets many infield hits, but this time Aviles was shading him up the middle. Hits the ball toward shortstop, and by the time Aviles gets there, no way they're going to get Butler at first base.
Pinch runner here for Kansas City as Jared Dyson will pinch run for Billy Butler. Representing the tying run. Nobody out here in the 8th.
Dyson with 23 steals on the season, been caught 3 times.
On the outside corner for strike 1 to Jeff Francoeur. Francoeur is flying to center, struck out swinging, and grounded out to first base. There goes Dyson. Ball dropped by Lavarnway. Dyson could go into second base standing.
Well, they had it guessed right. They called the pitch out and it just dropped by Ryan Lavarnway behind the plate. Actually, the pitch was not that far from being a strike. There's the ball coming back toward the plate and right off the webbing of the glove of Lavarnway. So Dyson picks up the easy steal and gets in scoring position.
So Dyson at second base, tying run in scoring position, nobody out. 1-1 count to Jeff Francoeur. Swinging a foul on a fastball. Just outside. 2-2. Rolled over foul. We'll do it again. 2-2.
Well, Aviles right now has the job of holding Dyson close at second base. Pedroia playing pretty much straight up. And there's a big hole between third and shortstop. That's what speed will do to you. Pull somebody out of position.
Fouled off again. Still 2-2. 95 that time from Padilla. Francoeur, who has struggled lately, 3 for his last 22. 0 for 3 in the game tonight as he bats here with a tying run in scoring position at second base. Nobody out in the 8th. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Francoeur. Padilla's first K, 1 down. And Bobby Valentine out of the dugout again. And Mike Moustakas coming up. And he has had Miller, the left-hander, continuing to warm. So Padilla ends up facing 2 batters. Andrew Miller is coming in. 4-3 Red Sox. One out in the eighth. Royals are threatening with speedster Dyson at second base and one away. Padilla goes in and faces two batters, and now the Red Sox will use their third pitcher of the night, Andrew Miller, into the game now to face Mike Moustakas. His 42nd appearance, 3-1, 2.78 earned run average. First pitch, ball into Mike Moustakas. Moustakas is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Dyson probably take off and try to steal third base.
Another close pitch, but it's called ball 2. So Dyson doing some dancing out there at second base as Miller comes home. And that's strike 2.
Moustakas didn't like that call at all. He thought that ball was inside. Breaking ball here from Miller. Just barely a strike. You don't see that high breaking ball called very often for a strike.
Popped up. Shortstop Mike Aviles on the outfield lawn. 2 down in the 8th. So Miller gets a big out. Second out of this 8th inning. As Brian Pena, the catcher, makes his way to the plate. Andrew Bailey warming in the Red Sox pen. And here comes Bobby Valentine. Valentine will make another change here in the 8th. So the 4th pitcher of the inning is coming up. The Red Sox have a 4-3 lead. To another reliever as they try to work their way through the 8th inning. It is Andrew Bailey who's now in the game. Bailey's 5th appearance without a record, 4.50 earned run average. He's worked 2 innings, 4 strikeouts and a walk. As Andrew Bailey, one of the pitchers who worked here last night, he went 2/3 of an inning, giving up a run on 3 hits.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. And right in the first inning of this ball game, Cody Ross making a nice catch just before the ball hits the grass. Doing more on defense brought to you by Home Depot.
And Brian Pena coming up here for the Kansas City Royals with a tying run in scoring position. Cody Ross trying to stay limber out there in right field. This inning has taken a long time. A total of 3 pitching changes in the inning, 4 pitchers in all. Lester started the inning. Next in there was Padilla, who was given all the time he needed to warm up. Here's a pop-up foul backing out of play.
Of course, Pena's switch hit at 259 from the right side of the plate, 245 hitting left-handed. Not a huge difference, but switching him to the left side of the plate against Andrew Bailey.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Pena, it's a fly ball to center field. Ellsbury's got his eyes on it, and he makes the catch that ends the inning. So the Red Sox out of the jam in the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-3 Red Sox. We're going to give one lucky fan a chance to see the broadcast from every angle, including spending an inning with us right here in the broadcast booth. Don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind experience to be a NESN producer for a day. Visit NESN.com/producer to enter today. Well, the Red Sox working their way around a threat by the Kansas City Royals in the top of the 8th inning. Hitting it off is Cody Ross. New pitcher into the ball game for the Kansas City Royals. Aaron Crow's 55th appearance, 2-1 with a 3.60 earned run average. 50 strikeouts in 50 innings with a 232 opponent batting average. And a ground ball foul. Tim Collins came in and struck out 2 batters. Had 2 big strikeouts, Ellsbury and Ortiz. We get out of the 7th inning, and the Red Sox stranded 2 in scoring position. So this game remains just a 1-game lead for Boston. Collins goes 2/3 of an inning, 2 strikeouts. Also had an intentional walk in there. To center field, Lorenzo Cain makes the catch for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 1 out in the 8th. Ryan LeVarn away the batter. He is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled back in the 2nd inning. On the ground, softly to short. Escobar's got it. 2 down in the 8th. Let's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Well, tomorrow will be game 2 of the series between the Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals, as game 2 of a 4-game series. We play day baseball on Sunday and day baseball on Monday before the Red Sox head out on the West Coast to take on the Angels for 3, the A's for 3, and the Seattle Mariners for 3. All the games right here on Nesson on the West Coast trip. Really kind of wraps up August. Red Sox will be back in September. There's a pitch in there for a strike to Moro Gomez with 2 outs here in the 8th.
I love that last start time on the last game of the trip.
Is the 10 p.m. or?
Yeah, that's 1 o'clock. I mean, 10 o'clock Eastern time. That means we get home about 9 in the morning.
It'll be fabulous.
Nice.
Oh-2 is grounded foul. Gotta love landing and then dealing with rush hour after you've been flying.
Now, the great thing
night.
about it is you get a meal, right after the game when you get on the plane. And then you get breakfast.
Yeah, when you land.
Yeah, it's terrific. Oh, bright-eyed and bushy-tails. See the sun come up.
0-2 sliced foul off to the right. No 2 is line foul. Well, the A's took it out of town scoreboard. Oakland now with a 5-3 lead. Johnny Gomes with a 2-run home run. The Yankees, who have lost 3 in a row, the 3-1 lead over Cleveland now in the bottom of the 9th. Baltimore on top of Toronto 6-4 in the top of the 9th. Chris Davis with 3 home runs in that game for the O's. CC Sabathia tonight went 7 1/3 innings for the Yankees. 4 hits and a run, had 9 strikeouts in his return, so good news for the Yankees. This is swing and a miss at 96 miles an hour. 1-2-3-8. We head for the 9th. 4-3 Red Sox on top.
all kind of speculation, all kind of rumors floating around the press box all night long. And we're just going to have to wait and see now as time rolls on whether these rumors come to shape. And we should know very shortly.
We send it back to Ness and Daly.
I can't do it.
You can't. Southwest Airlines, Infinity, by Sullivan Tire, and by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Well, we head to the ninth inning at Fenway Park as leading it off here for the Kansas City Royals is Eric Hosmer. Interesting tonight, a one-run lead, and after the work last night for Alfredo Aceves, the guy that the Red Sox anticipated would be their closer all season long is trying to close it out. Andrew Bailey at the final out of the eighth. On to the ninth. Here's a ground ball to second base. Pedroia fires to first for the first out. So a save situation for Bailey in this game, and he's the guy they wanted doing this in 2012. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for W.B. Mason, Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. So one out in the ninth, and Johnny Giavotella is the batter. He's reached on an error, infield hit, and a ground out. Foul off to the right now to play, 1-1. Andrew Bailey, of course, activated from the 60-day DL on the 14th of August. Made his debut on the 14th of August and has been working out of the bullpen in different situations. Late in games, but not in a save situation per se. And has one here with an out in the eighth and an out so far in the ninth. 1-1 is down the right field line. Ross hit it over, but it'll be a foul ball. 75 total saves for Bailey in his time as an Oakland A. It's trying to wrap this one up for John Lester. Came into tonight's action at 7-10. Lester going to grab his eighth win. He left with an injury. 1-2 pitch. It's outside. Lester was grabbing at his hamstring as he departed.
And was limping pretty good as he headed toward that Red Sox dugout. Great outing by Lester tonight, but unfortunately having to leave with the injury.
7+6 hits, 3 runs. He struck out 6, walked 4. 2-2 fouled off.
Stay right with us right after the game for the latest on anything that might break with the Red Sox.
Two pitch coming to Giavotella. That's outside, 3-2. If the rumors are true, Jerry, when we arrive tomorrow, this could be a very different looking Boston Red Sox team.
If the names that we heard thrown around,
yes.
If they're all true, this will be a very, very different looking team.
This one has popped up, foul, back and out of play. Really trying to put away Giavitello with a full count here, 3-2. Bailey converting 75 of 84 save opportunities in his career. His first 3 major league seasons all coming in Oakland. 3-2. Fly ball to center field. Jacoby Ellsbury is out there. 2 down in the 9th. It's time now for the Papagena's performer of the game. Nothing compares to the work tonight by David Ortiz. His first 2 at-bats tonight, Ortiz with a 2-run single, scoring the Red Sox first 2 runs in the 9th and a double in the 3rd inning. As David Ortiz returns, nothing compares to Papagino's. Buy any large pizza, get up to 3 extra large cheese pizzas for just $8 each. It is strike 1 into Lorenzo Cain. Two down in the 9th. Cain is 1 for 4 tonight, singled in the 1st inning. Fly ball headed out towards right field. Out goes Cody Ross. He'll get there, and the Red Sox win. First save in a Red Sox uniform for Andrew Bailey. He goes an inning and a third to get it done, and the Red Sox take game 1 of the series against Kansas City. The Bob's Discount Furniture save of the game. They'll be stepping up to the plate for the Jimmy Fund this season.